Hello, I'm Emily. Here's my story. Like everyone else, I look at myself in the mirror several times a day. I mean, we all like to check how we look before we go out, right? However, I'm not going to talk about my physical appearance or my outfits. So let's switch the focus to insecurities, as I have a lot of those. I believe we all have insecurities and some traits we wish we could have changed about ourselves, right? This whole nagging issue started years ago when, all of a sudden, I felt like I am completely worthless. Honestly, it wasn't all of a sudden, but I screwed up a lot. Do you know what's even worse than feeling worthless? It's to totally blame yourself for everything wrong in your life and in the lives of the people around you. First, I wasn't a good student in school. It's true, I didn't get F's, but all my grades were C's and D's. When you're not doing well in school, at least you're doing well in other spheres, right? That didn't happen in my case. I was such a shy kid and socially awkward. I never initiated a conversation with anyone, and whenever I made a comment, everyone ignored me. That's why I decided to remain silent all the time. Oh, and let's not talk about my relationship with my siblings or relatives. My parents are great, but I always felt that they prefer my older siblings over me, and I can understand them. My two older brothers are very accomplished and social. They have many friends and are praised by everyone in our neighborhood. The fact that I come from a small town perhaps adds to the severity of this issue in my eyes. People called me Blemishy Emily, and I never understood why. Maybe Blemishy comes from skin and rhymes with Emily? I don't know. But whoever made this name up is not funny, and I hope he or she is listening to my story now. Anyway, the failures in my life didn't cease. They even became my reality and the definition of me, Emily. Therefore, I hated to look in the mirror because whenever I did, I'd start to make up scenarios in my head of what other people thought about me. That killed me. I hated the way I looked and think and behave. I wanted to be smarter and more popular. Little did I know then, accomplishments don't come your way. You need to run their way and fight to achieve them. The next step was after I watched a motivational video on YouTube, which shed the light on problems and insecurities like mine. I figured out then that I am not alone in this. I still remember that rainy day in late December when I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "Emily, you are worthy of love and respect." My life changed after that moment. I worked very hard to earn the life I wish I had. I worked hard to become who I am today, and that worked perfectly. I work in a huge company now, and I'm happily newly married. My message is simple. Everyone feels weak and worthless at times, but if you do something about it, you can move any mountain and overcome any obstacle.